Welcome everybody, dear students, in our channel Physics Make It Simple. As long as the rotational dynamics is concerned, this is the lecture number 19, and in this lecture we want to learn very interesting article, that is statement, proof and examples of conservation of angular momentum. When the body is rotating, when the body is spinning with itself about its axis of rotation, then how the angular momentum remain constant, how the angular momentum is conserved, that we have to see. The most important statement is, if external torque acting on the rotating body is 0, then at that time when tau is equal to 0, no external torque is acting, or external torque acting onto the rotating body is 0, then angular momentum capital L of rotating body remain constant. This is the statement. This is the statement of conservation of angular momentum. Then we have to see the proof of this statement. How the angular momentum is conserved, how the angular momentum during rotation is remain constant, that now we want to see. And for that purpose we know vector form of angular momentum is denoted by vector L is equal to vector R cross vector P, where vector L is called as angular momentum and vector P is called as vector form of linear momentum, where this vector R is a position vector from axis of rotation. So vector L is equal to vector R cross vector P. From this formula we will have to start the proof. So let us differentiate this formula with respect to t, with respect to time. Then what we get? We get like this: vector dl by dt is equal to first term cross derivative of second plus second term cross derivative of first. That is the chain rule. So we can write here like this: dl vector by dt is equal to vector r cross dp by dt, dp vector by dt plus vector p cross dr vector by dt, and we get equation number 2 after taking differentiation or taking derivative with respect to time t. We get equation 2. Then here, what is dp by dt? What is dp vector by dt? dp vector by dt is nothing but rate of change of linear momentum, and by making use of Newton's second law of motion, that rate of change of linear momentum is directly proportional to the force acts and takes place in the direction in which the force acts, like this. That is Newton's second law. And so that by making use of Newton's second law, we can write dp vector by dt is equal to vector f, that I have quoted here. What is p vector? Linear momentum is nothing but the product of mass and velocity. So I will write here vector p is equal to small m into v vector. What is dr vector by dt? That dr vector by dt is nothing but the velocity vector. So I have written here velocity. By putting these three values in above equation, two, we get what? Vector dl by dt is equal to vector r cross vector f plus the value of vector p is mv vector cross the value of dr vector by dt is v vector. So taking a bracket, v vector cross v vector, vector cross product of similar vectors, vector a cross vector a, vector b cross vector b, just like vector v cross vector v. If the two vectors are equal, cross product of two equal vectors, similar vectors, is equal to 0. And so that we can write here vector v cross vector v is equal to 0 By putting the value 0 here, we get what? dl vector by dt is equal to vector r cross vector f. And that we have already learned. Vector r cross vector f is nothing but the torque, tow vector. It is a moment of force. The force by means of which body rotate, we call it as torque. That is denoted by vector tow. So by putting vector r cross vector f is equal to vector tow, we can write here dl vector by dt is equal to vector tow. Then if vector tow is equal to 0, that we have written in the statement vector tow is equal to 0, then we can write here by putting the value tow is equal to 0, we get equation like this. Equation becomes dl vector by dt is equal to 0. dl vector by dt is equal to 0. And what is the rule of derivative? Derivative of any constant term is equal to 0. So derivative of this L vector is equal to 0. It clearly indicates that derivative of this constant term is equal to 0. So that vector L must be constant. Vector L should be constant. Then and then only dl vector by dt will become 0. And so that we can write here implies that vector L is equal to constant or conserved. In which condition? If this is the most important condition, vector tow is equal to 0. If external torque acting onto the rotating body is equal to 0, or instead of saying like this, we can say like this: if no external torque is acting on the body, then angular momentum L vector of rotating body is conserved. This statement, in this way we proved this statement. Then what are the general examples, practical examples regarding angular momentum? We know, and the formula of angular momentum is also capital L is equal to I into omega. I is nothing but moment of inertia and omega is nothing but the angular velocity during rotation. So the first example given in the book is ballet dancer. Ballet dance is a type of dance in which ballet dancer spins with himself or herself. That ballet dancer may be male, that ballet dancer may be female. He or she spin with himself by closing the hands and legs near the axis of rotation. So in this way she starts rotating at the time of spinning about axis of rotation, and so all the bodies are near to the axis of rotation. That I have tried to draw the diagram like this. These hands and legs are exactly closer to the axis of rotation. At that time, moment of inertia of a rotating body is minimum, and when moment of inertia is minimum, its angular velocity omega is maximum. So that particular ballet dancer spins with himself or herself with larger angular velocity by decreasing moment of inertia capital I. How he or she decrease moment of inertia? By closing the hands and legs near the axis. Moment of inertia decreases. As moment of inertia decreases, angular velocity omega increases. One factor decreases, another factor increases. The product I into omega remain constant, that is capital L is constant. So this is the example of ballet dancer. What is the situation of in the next diagram? In this case, the ballet dancer stretched his or her hands. That legs are also stretched like this. At the time of stopping himself or herself from the spinning, that means moment he tried to increase the moment of inertia, because the particles are far apart from axis of rotation, and when the particles of the body are far apart from the axis of rotation, hands are stretched, legs are also stretched. At that time, moment of inertia increases. So at the time of stopping the spinning position, moment of inertia increases, so that angular velocity decreases, spinning velocity decreases, magnitude of the spinning velocity decreases. and so that that particular ballet dancer can easily stop her or his spinning rotation, and ultimately he or she stop at a particular position without sleeping. Here is also one thing is increasing, another thing is decreasing. Moment of inertia increases, angular velocity decreases. I increases, omega decreases. The product again remain constant. This is a very well known example of ballet dancer. Then the next example that I have tried to show with the help of diagram. Diagram is not pure, but I am trying to show that experiment with the help of drawing a simple diagram like this. So here, diving in a swimming pool, diving in a swimming pool, diving in a water. This is what? This is a diving board. That diver, that boy or that girl is standing onto the diving board with stretched hands like this, and legs are exactly straight, and at the time of diving its moment of inertia increases because hands are so much apart from the axis. So moment of inertia increases, angular velocity decreases, and when he dive from the diving board, at that time he want to do some experiment, he want to do some show, he want to spin with himself or herself. At the time of spinning like this, he closer the body in a circular form, and so that when it closer the hands and legs in a circular form like this, its moment of inertia, dear student, decreases because the body is closer to the axis of rotation. This is supposed to be axis of rotation and body is rotating like this. Body is closer to the axis of rotation, and we know when all the parts of the body are very closer to the axis of rotation, its moment of inertia decreases. As long as moment of inertia decreases, its angular velocity increases. So that particular diver spins in a faster angular velocity in the air, and at the time of falling into the water, he again stretched his hands and legs like this, and he dive into the water like a fish, and he smoothly fall into the water like a fish. At that time again moment of inertia increases, angular velocity decreases, I is maximum, omega is minimum, so that it can smoothly dive like a fish into the water. So in these two experiments we make use of conservation of angular momentum. Two factors are changing. Moment of inertia either increases, angular velocity decreases. Moment of inertia either decreases, angular velocity increases. One is increasing, another is decreasing, and the product I omega, the product after all remain constant. Capital L remain constant in this experiment also, in this demo also. Here is also capital L remain constant. So these are the two well known example of conservation of angular momentum. So in this way, in the today's lecture we have finished statement of conservation of angular momentum, proof of conservation of angular momentum, how the angular momentum capital L is conserved, remain constant, and also I have explained two examples taking ballet dancers by drawing such a simple picture, and this is a diver which is dive into the water from the diving board, how the moment of inertia increases, decreases, and how he spin or she spin in the air. That I have tried to show with the help of very simple diagram, and in this way this article is finished, and we again meet by taking a next article in the next lecture. Up to this we will stop here. Okay, goodbye.